Greetings and welcome to Fright Night Flicks, where every night is Fright Night. After bringing out my Ghostbusters Frozen Empire review, I decided to do a follow-up video ranking all 5 films in the Ghostbusters franchise from my least favourite to my absolute top pick. So let's dive into it.
When you're walking down the street and you see a little ghost, what you gonna do about Ghostbusters?
What is that?
That's the Ghostbusters theme song.
In last place is the 2016 Ghostbusters reboot featuring a female-led cast with Kristen Wiig, Melissa McCarthy, Kate McKinnon and Chris Hemsworth as their secretary. The concept had potential if it had been set in the same universe as the original films and focused on a new team of women inspired by the original Ghostbusters team. It would have paved the way for an exciting crossover between the two teams. However, as a straight reboot that simply rehashes the plot of the first film with a gender-swapped cast, it ultimately falls flat, offering little relevance or purpose in the franchise, and that's why it ranks at bottom place.
Gee, that's disappointing.
In 4th place is Ghostbusters 2, which I find to be a major disappointment compared to the original. The film constantly time jumps, making it hard to follow, the villains are weak and forgettable, and the production feels cheap and outdated.
Not a great plan.
It comes across as a messy patchwork of disjointed ideas, with the least promising one somehow making it into the final cut. Out of the 4 films set in the same universe, this is definitely the weakest of the 4. Ranking 3rd place on the list is Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, a solid entry in the franchise though it doesn't fully reach its potential. Whilst the trailers teased an epic Frozen New York adventure, this concept is mostly confined to the 3rd act and largely takes place within the Ghostbusters headquarters.
Man, that is flagrant false advertising.
It would have been more compelling if the Frozen Empire theme had been woven in throughout the entire film. The lack of character development continues to be a recurring issue for the franchise, but the cast delivers strong performances, with Kumail Nanjiani standing out. Director Gil Keenan's visuals and the well-crafted score elevates the movie, successfully paying homage to the original film whilst carving out its own identity. Despite these shortcomings, it's still an enjoyable watch for all fans. Before I reveal my top 2 picks, I want to hear from you. What's your favourite film in the Ghostbusters franchise? You let me know in the comments down below. And while you're here, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Fright Night Flicks, and follow us on Facebook so you don't miss a single scare. Thank you all for stopping by. Now back to Ghostbusters. My second favourite film in the franchise is Ghostbusters Afterlife, a fantastic return to form that brings back the charm of the original. This film successfully introduces a new generation of Ghostbusters whilst paying homage to the classic, also whilst delivering a gripping story that something legacy sequels rarely achieve. It stands out as one of the best legacy sequels in recent years, and surprisingly, takes the title of the second best Ghostbusters film. Magnificent! 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 I had a personal connection with this one, as it came out when I started working at the cinema, and I had a great time watching it on the big screen, making it a personal favourite. However, it mainly only works as a direct sequel to the original, and doesn't quite stand on its own 2 feet, which is why the original Ghostbusters from 1984 takes a top spot on my list. This film is a fun thrill ride from start to finish thanks to its engaging storyline, lovable characters, iconic performances, strong production values, fantastic cinematography, and of course its unforgettable theme song. Whilst it does have a few flaws like the somewhat weak chemistry between Bill Murray and Sigourney Weaver and a slightly drawn out first act, Ghostbusters remains an iconic gem. It's still the best film in this franchise and a must watch for all fans of fun comedy adventure movies.
It was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
And that is how I rank the Ghostbusters franchise. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you check out my past reviews and ranking lists of Fright Night Flicks, and I'll see you in the next one. But until then, stay spooky.
When you're walking down the street and you see a little ghost, what you gonna do about Ghostbusters?